shooting tutorial right there. Steve Nash was a great shooter himself. I know 3D would agree.
I was going to say, if there's any coach who's going to give a shooting tutorial.
I felt that before Steph Curry, Steve Nash might have been the greatest point guard, shooting point guard in the NBA. And of course, Steph Curry has taken it to a whole nother level.
Could have made a pretty good argument with that. Here's Aaron Holiday into the game for the first time, challenging Johnson. Apia, offensive rebound, the fake. Not that time, and the rebound corralled by Mills. The Wizards hoping that Apia can take the next step. Had a monster career overseas. Claxton expressing himself.
And I'll tell you right now, the activity on both ends of the floor right now. Brooklyn's just playing harder than the Wizards. A lot of his distance defensively, competing, and getting whatever they want on the other end.
Here's Dinwiddie. What a start to his Wizards career. That's Holiday in a corner three. Averaged 9 points 2 years ago for Indiana. Last year, numbers dipped a little bit, but an integral piece for the Pacers. As Kevin Durant answers at the other end. What a start for Durant. He's hit 3 of his first 5, 8 points. That bucket by Holiday, their first points in 4.5 minutes. Harrell takes a shot. And will step to the free throw line for 2.
And I love the addition of Harrell right there, that toughness inside. But Durant, if you're going to stay off of him, as Harrell did, and give him that kind of space, 2 dribbles off of the screen, Durant will pull up and have a field day all day. And then, of course, a beautiful pass by Bembry and Claxton. Good hands, strong finish. Only 217 at 6'11", but showing some muscle on that play.
Greg, you just mentioned Harrell and some of the new pieces for Washington as you see the career profile. 4-year one with the Clippers for Harrell. Taking part in 3 years, then last year with the Lakers, former 6th man of the year in his final season with the Clips 2 years ago. But they feel like he brings an element. Talking with Wes Unseld Jr., he brings exactly what they lack. We know what he can do on the floor, but he's vocal. He said we're a quiet team. He fills that gap that we desperately need.
He brings a voice, he brings a confidence, and a presence down below. His physicality can be a leader, a lot like a Draymond Green. He brings that voice as well. Different style of play. But Harrell so far this year has been huge for the Wizards.
But Patty Mills cannot be stopped here at the start. 8 points for Mills off the bench. And he's done it in only 5 minutes. Harrell thought about it. Kick out. Douglas Bertans. We know he's been a sharpshooter. We said rebound by Bembry. Look out, boy. Claxton and Bertans got tangled up. What's the call here? It's on Bertans, and he is incredulous. Claxton kind of flailed his arms, and that got the attention of the officials, Grant, but
it happened right here after Bertans missed that, getting back on defense, and it looked like they may have collided right there, but didn't quite see exactly what happened. That's right, incredulous. Well, most guys are when they get called for a foul in the league.
Good point. Harden the fake. Mills in the 3. The tip by Claxton, no. And a rebound by Dinwiddie. You saw Harden kind of lean in off the fake. That's something we've seen from him last couple of years, but again, the officiating adjustment. And you have to think the Stars eventually, Grant, will adjust.
They figure it out with Harden, the custom. That would have been free throws last season, but I'm not calling. I'll give the officials credit. A lot of cynics out there felt, well, they're going to get back to how they normally play as Holiday gets to the rim for the easy finish. But they've been consistent all throughout the preseason here. As you see, the box and one, Holiday actually not as easy as I thought it was. Difficult shot, but hard over time. I strongly believe we'll figure it out and adapt this game accordingly.
So different shots at game clock. 5 on the timer. Mills setting up against Holiday. Buries it again. Wow. And that Holiday is no defensive slouch. Dinwiddie got a 1 second double team, forces it up. And that takes us to the end of the first here in Brooklyn. And that was the kind of start Steve Nash was looking for after what happened last night.
A textbook start, as you said. getting it done on both ends. Right now, the Nets up big after the first.